Hey folks, it's Amy in the Crafty Cottage. Yes, I'm recording on the same day that I recorded my Eden Garden video. But today I wanted to go over and show you, I've got a bunch of all of the little leftovers of Eden Garden. I wanted to also show you today about the paper pumpkin. The one that they had for October is a holiday thing, and it matches our designer series paper Peaceful Place, which I actually have some. I'll show you that. But it's really beautiful, and I can't wait to use this actual paper pumpkin for some other cards. I have some things going around in my head because I've seen what's in it, and I can't wait to show you. So we're going to make one or two of the cards, and then we'll talk about what it works with. So let me flip you over, and we'll get to it. All right, so here's the paper pumpkin box. It's going to go with our Peaceful Place DSP and the Peaceful Place Suite. This is the designer series paper, which I have a whole pack of it. I also have some already cut up to use. So I bought 2 packs because I really like this paper. And it coordinates very well with this. So I'm just going to give you a peek at the paper. And then when we open it up, you will see why what's in here works really well with this. So this is the front page of the first. Let me move my other stuff so you can get a really good view of the whole 12 by 12. There you go. It's all these beautiful trees. Isn't that gorgeous? And then we've got just a soft silhouette of the grays. It's all in gray and blacks and whites. So this is what we got. Like, this is great. You can take this sheet, and of course it's in like 4 little scenes. You can make a 6 by 6, and there's faint mountains in the background on this. So you can cut it up and do 4 6 by 6 cards. Or what I've done is I've cut mine here. So this tree is cut off. So this is just a little portion of a card. And then this whole scene can be used on another card. Works great. The back side of this is just some soft trees, which I have used as well in one of my piggy cards. This one I have used also in a piggy card. I love the background. It's so pretty, and it's silver. And then we have this beautiful check on the background. And if you still have our buffalo check stamp, you can also do that. Then we've got this gold or silver and gray wood grain, which is really pretty. And then some just straight trees on the back, which is nice for a scene as well. Then we have our leopard print, which is what it looks like to me. Leopard snake type of print. And then we have these beautiful little houses on here. And I've seen some of those done really cool. Then we have this, which makes a great scene. You could cut it in half and then in 4. And you would have 6 great scene pieces. Now I've used this, and I've done little clouds and things in the sky, and it's turned out really nice. The background is just a gray little dashed kind of line. And that's the last piece. So now that you see what our Peaceful Place designer series paper is, now let's open up the box. And let me check all of these silly little messages that are going off, because, you know, who knows? Oh, our little babies. Penny, and now here you can see. This is Penny, and that's Quinn, which is now Pippa and Phoenix. They got adopted yesterday. So I was pretty heartbroken. I took my grandsons over to see them so they could say goodbye, because they got to bottle feed the kittens, which was really fun. All right, so we're going to open up our paper pumpkin, and we're going to see what we got. Here is a little thing that tells you what it is and what it matches. It matches our Peaceful Christmas Suite collection. And then that's just letting you know what it matches. So if you want to coordinate. Here are the stamps that come in it. We've got this beautiful little tree, which I'm loving that tree. And some of these sentiments are really great. From our home to yours, just a simple, pretty Merry Christmas. Look at that Merry Christmas. It's really nice. And then Peaceful Christmas Wishes, really nice. Holiday Cheer, sending you peace and joy all year to you and yours, and just some little snowflake, which is great. And it comes with a shaded spruce ink. I'm going to pull my shaded spruce ink pad out because I like using the shaded spruce ink pad itself. And then the inside, of course, always comes in a wrapped tissue box. And I'm going to pull this out, maybe, and we're going to move the box out of the way. There we go. Let's wrap this all back up. Because sometimes when I do these, I may do them just the way they say, just because I want to do something. Put them all back in the box and give them away as a gift. So it's nice to have the tissue paper to do that with. All right, let me get my shaded spruce. Here's my big one. I found an ink open, so I wanted to close it. So we've got our shaded spruce. I'm going to go ahead and cut this open. And we're going to see what's in here. I didn't open this part. I mean, I just looked at the box. And I was so excited, but I didn't open it. Okay. So this is what the outside will have. This. Let's open and see what we got. Maybe. It tends to be stuck on me. There we go. Now I should be able to pull it out. There we go. Alright. Throw away the wrapping. And of course we have some glue dots. And some dimensionals and ribbon. We have a ton of envelopes. They are all the same. The front is stamped and embossed with some silver, and the inside has a buffalo check on the inside. So that's what you'll get on all of those envelopes. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 of them. We also have some, ooh, these are pretty. I don't know if you can see those. Kind of a snowy, almost look like a little snow globe inside of there. But those are pretty. I like those. Then we have some Noel pieces here. They're in silver, foiled. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cardstocks like this, which we'll just fold these in half and it makes our card base like that. Then we have some tags. There's 6 with some silver foiling around there. Then we have some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 10 red, and I'm assuming this is real red. It looks like it could be cherry cobbler. Doesn't tell me here, but that's what it looks like. And then we have this. This is front and back. This is your card base. This will fold. Now what I'm thinking is I'm not using all of these for just this, but it folds like this and you'll have it on both sides, which is really cool. But I would want to take this off and put this on a card base so I could make not 5 but 10 of them. But what I would do with the other half, I'll show you. Maybe I'll make that as my other half or put that in a post with you on the video. And then we get some circles and some other little wood grain elements and some buffalo check elements. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. And then we get some vellum. What is on the vellum here? We get Vellum Trees. Ooh, those are pretty. So let's see. Oh, they're already punched out for you, which is nice. And I think I tore that one. I did. Yeah, but it's still right. Okay, so we've got some Vellum Trees here. So those are cool. You could use this as a piece to save it and use it as a mask. That would be good. And we get 5 of these, I believe. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you get 5 of those. Awesome sauce. So we'll make one of each of the cards that they tell us, which is these two right here. Okay. We'll make one. I'm going to cut the back off of this because I want to show you how to make the other card. So we'll make one like this, but I'll use my back. I'll use a card base. And then we'll make this one. And they all have envelopes. How cool is that? I mean, this is very simple. I don't even think I would need this. Let's see. I'm looking for the coordinating products that go with this. Coordinating Stampin' Up! Products, basic gray, real red, shaded spruce, and silver foil. So if you had any of those things, these are some of the alternate ideas that they're giving you. This is where they cut off the envelope. They took the envelope and cut the envelope out and put the envelope across the top. That's kind of cool. They used the stamp. I don't know what they used for the background on this one, but they used the tree stamp. And this one is with the vellum, and it's on foil from the Peaceful Palace, or Peaceful Place foil paper. So that's kind of cool. I'm liking it. Okay, so I have a different idea. None of those that I'm going to do. They also give you a QR code right here that if you don't know how to put this together, you're better with videos. You could click the QR code and go right to a video on how to do it. I'm going to do one for you here as well, just so you get an idea of what this one's about. And then I'll give you a different one. And then, of course, you get this nice piece of lovely cardstock. Well, not cardboard base, not cardstock. Okay, let's do one. We're going to need the trees. I already have one cut out. We're going to need one of these, and one of these. And we'll worry about the envelopes in a bit, because those will just go with the cards. Okay, so let's see what we got to do. First, I'm going to varnish my card. We're going to start with this one first. And I'm just going to go off of what they have on the picture. I don't think I need the video. So I'm just going to keep the picture right here so I can see. And we're going to take this lovely little buffalo checked. It looks like it's stamped in a gray over a smoky slate, or not a smoky, shaded spruce. I'm just going to put this on top with some, I don't know, you could use dimensionals, I guess, or let's see. This is Stamp First, and it uses dimensionals. Does it use dimensionals? Yes, it uses dimensionals. Okay, so first thing at first, it says stamp on here. So we're going to stamp in shaded spruce. Let me find the stamps. Where did I put them? Ha! They're under here. Okay, I need to get a better stamp for that. Or a block. That one should... Nope, not quite big enough. How about this one? This one should work. It is not a Stampin' Up! Block because I don't know. I think they're all still in my big box stored up. So this one will work. We're going to go just like that. And again, I'm going to use my big ink pad because I just prefer it. I get ink and I have a band-aid on my finger because doing my last card that I did a video on just a little while ago, I managed to slice my finger on a card I put together to show you for the Eden set. Now this says we're just going to stamp this right like this, right in the middle. And I do have my foam pad under here because it's all polymers and I knew I would need that. So anytime you use this, the paper pumpkins, it's all polymers. So you need to have that foam pad underneath. So we've stamped that. And then we're going to take our little trees here and they go just underneath. I don't really like that because you don't really see the trees that you stamped, but you know, we're doing what it says, and you just take your, we need a red tag. Dropped something. Don't know what I dropped, but I'm sure I'll figure it out when I go to use it. So we need red, and we need this wood planky thing here, which is over here. I like that wood planky thing. It's just a rectangle that has been stamped or cut. similar to the one that comes with that DSP, which would look good here because it would be silver. So I'm literally just going to glue this down to here. And I'm going to see how they have it done here, because in the instructions, it tells you what is glue dotted and what is dimensional. So we have glue dots on the red, and you have dimensionals. This is the little octagon shape there on this portion, and glue dots and glue dots. So there you go. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to put glue dots on this. We find the glue dots, which should be right here. I'm trying to keep everything away from the shaded spruce, because once it gets somewhere, it is there forever and always. I'm trying to get these glue dots out, and you know, my fingers with a band-aid on it is not very good right now. So we've got glue dots, and we're going to put some of these just on the edges of this red here. I'm taking the little adhesive cover off just because I can. And we're going to lay it on just like that. And then we're going to put some glue dots across the back of this. Actually, I think it looks better this way, like that. So we're going to put the glue dots back here. So I'm going to do the same thing as I did. I'm taking the adhesive off, the adhesive cover off my glue dots. It's easier for me to do it this way because otherwise I have a big mess on my hands, and I would tear up the vellum that's on here. So I'm going to take this. We're going to place this right down here. I know it kind of looks like you're covering your beautiful stuff. And then we're going to put this right here. Just enough so that it kind of covers that cut that I did. And we're going to put dimensionals on this. We're just going to take 2 of these. And now I have more dimensionals if I need them. But again, don't forget you can always use the side of your dimensionals. It works just as well. And I really like this set. And I'm hoping this little particular card, they're going to have refills for this one. I'm not sure yet. I haven't seen. But I really like this one. This one's really pretty. And you can do so much with matching it. Alright, there we go. Now we're going to put some dimension or some glue dots on this one too. My girls are talking about the kittens. How cute. Those babies were so happy. And see, this one didn't do what I wanted it to do. So now it's stuck on my finger. It's the beauty of glue dots is there we go. They tend to go wherever you want. But see, I don't like them being over. But that's all right. And then this is just going to go right here. So it kind of covered my little spot. And then we're just going to dimensional this and put it right here. Let's see, where's my dimensionals again? We're going to put 4 of these down. There we go. Take this off. And we're going to place this right here in the center. And there we go. There's one card done. How sweet is that? Kind of warm and cozy. I think it's a little too green for me and not very shiny. But let's add some bling. Let's see, did they add bling? Yeah, they added some bling. Let's add some of this shiny stuff because that's what it needs. Where's my shinies? My little shinies. Come on. I know they're here. That's probably what I dropped. Remember I said I dropped something? Don't know where it went. Yep, I dropped the shinies. Okay, and they say put 3 shinies. Alright. And I want to make sure I look at the shinies because I want to make sure I have enough for all my cards. You could do less, I guess. Alright. This definitely needed a little bling bling. Oop. There we go. And there, now we've got some shinies. Yes, that definitely added to it. I still think it's a little warm and cozy, not so shimmery shiny for me. But that's okay. It's still a very pretty card, and it's very masculine. So if you wanted to use this for a masculine card, you could do that. Take the shimmeries off, change the Noel, and just do a different sentiment. And it would be a great card for a guy. So there you go. And then it would go with our lovely embossed folder because it's got the checkered on the inside. So there's card 1. So let's go on to card number 2, which we are going to cut the base because I want to save the back side of the base. So you have a base. This is just one. So we've got the base, and I'm going to cut it in half at the score line, okay? Be right back. Alright, now I've cut this in half. I'm going to use this off camera, and I will show you in a picture with the video what I've done with it. And I'm going to use this one to make the card, and we'll put it on a base. Trying to get an extra base out for you. That's not it. Really need to change my blade, guys. My blade, I just got some new ones, and they are super. My old one is super, super bad. It really needs to be fixed. Just need to switch it, but I have not done that yet. So there, I've got us a base to use. Now what we're going to do is we're going to just take this. We're going to build out our card, and then we'll put it on the base, just like that. Okay? So you can see what I'm doing. And I already had one out and didn't pay attention to it. Ah, that's okay. I'm trying to go ahead and varnish. Varnish, whatever. So we're going to leave this to the side. I don't think we need the stamps for this one, except to put Merry Christmas down. So let me move this out of the way so we don't have that ink all over. And let's go ahead and stamp Merry Christmas on our little sentiment. Now you could also change the sentiment to be whatever you wanted it to be. That's entirely up to you because they're your cards. So I'm going to get one of these little guys out. Now normally I punch them all out, but last time I punched everything out, I lost half of everything. I couldn't find it. So I've got Merry Christmas stamped, and we're going to just stamp it on here in the middle. And if my head gets in the way, I'm sorry. And what I'm trying to do is just line up the Christmas, because Mary is off kilter. So you don't want to line that up. There we go. We've got Merry Christmas stamped. And I'm going to go ahead and cover the ink so we don't have ink on everything. Like me and my sweater. And then we're going to go ahead and take our circle here out of this. And we're going to have this. And this is going to go on it. And we also need our real red other little banner piece here. And again, I'm going to go ahead and look on the instructions to see how they have the dimensions. They do have dots and dimensionals just on that piece. Okay. All right. So let's see how much inch. We got 6 inches of ribbon as well. So let me find the red ribbon. Where's the end? Here's the end. And don't think if you've ever noticed, on the paper pumpkin, they always put a ruler on the edge of your information or the end of your instructions, so you always know your dimensions and how long you need to cut something, that kind of thing, which is great because sometimes you don't have a ruler, especially if you're like me. I would love to take this like to a coffee shop and sit down and make cards and have people come check me out, which is fun. So now I'm just going to take this and make a bow out of it. You could use a bow builder if you needed to. and my ribbon is sticking to itself. It's just a little bit of twine, which is very pretty, and I have a hard time doing such a small piece of twine because my bow ends up looking really wonky like that one did. So I'm going to get out my bow maker. I'll have better luck. And my bow maker, thank you, Tanya. I think of you every time I use this. I think of you and your hubby, and I think I need to make it really close. Think of you and your hubby every time I use my bow maker. Her husband made it for me and a couple of the other girls. It was such a wonderful thing. I've had it for years, and I love it dearly. And I know she's still doing all the crafty stuff because she is awesome at it, and she's also a wonderful chef. All right, I got my bow. I'm going to pull one of my pegs out so I can get it off. There we go. Okay, put this away. So you don't really need the bow maker. You can just tie a bow, but I just wanted to have it done. Okay, so let's see now. We have our card. We're going to put just this strip of red. Well, actually, we need our dot first. Where did our green piece go? Did I knock it off again? Of course. We'll just pull out another one because I don't know what I did with it. We're going to take this first, and we're going to put some glue dots on this. I'm just going to do a few. I think you only need 2. It says to do 3. So, you know, that way you can have as many as you want. I'm going to do 3. Honestly, they give you enough that you probably could do 4 if you wanted to. I'm trying to get all these little dots off of here without taking the adhesive off. So we're just going to stick this down here like this. Then we're going to take our red piece, which is here, and we're doing glue dots on that as well. And those are here. So we're just going to put a dot here and a dot here. Lay this across like this. Take our stamped sentiment, which I have to find because it is stamped. And I know it's here. It's the beauty of doing all of this. You can never find anything in such a small space. Ribbons. Trying to put all this stuff together. Get the crick in my throat out. Okay. I don't know what I did with it. There's my circle. Oh, here it is. My sleeves must have caught it. Alright, so we're going to use dimensionals on this, which are right here. And it says to use 2. 1, 2. Pull these off. And we're going to put this Merry Christmas right over in the center, or kind of off to the side. It's got it off to the side. There we go. We're going to take a glue dot and put our lovely little ribbon down. And I'm going to put this right to the side over here. I'm actually putting it on this piece. There we go. And then we need some bling bling. And this says to do 3 blings. I'm not sure that I would put 3 blings on it on a all the time basis. But it's got 3 blings. And that's the last one. There we go. Now that we have this base done, I'm just going to adhere it straight to my cardstock that I have cut out already. So now I'm going to do that with some glue. Okay. And the way I can tell I need a new blade that I was saying is right here. My cutting is not very even and it's kind of frazzled. It looks like I tried to distress it when I did not. So there you go. Now that's how you can make this card and still have plenty left over, because guess what? Here's the back side. This was supposed to be the card base. So now we have an extra piece. I have an idea of what I want to do with it. I will make that card and I will have it in the picture with this so you can see the 3 different variations. All right, let me flip you back over and we'll talk a minute. So aren't those cute? I really like those, and that gives me some ideas of what to do with my Peaceful Place DSP that I have, because I love that paper. So I'm gonna go get off here with you, create that other card, and I will put this up for you on Saturday, because today is Thursday when I'm recording it, because you know I have such a hard time getting things recorded, and I do have volume today which is a great thing. So anyway, I will see you all next week on Thursday. Hopefully I'll have a great little technique for you, and we'll see you then. Bye, y'all.